Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You're watching What's Rakesh Up To. So what am I up to today? Today I'll be reviewing the iPhone 12 Pro Max. So let's get right into the video. This is the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and so when you buy it, you get a box, you get a cable, and that's it. So you don't have a charger, so you'll have to invest extra on a charger. I think that's how most of the phones are. So that's with the box. You don't get much. I mean, you would get the Apple sticker that most of the people love and flick from other friends. So yeah, and so is this my phone? No, this is not my phone. This is one of my friend's phone. My friend was very generous enough to lend it to me for a couple of weeks so that I can use it and make this video to tell you guys 5 good things and 5 bad things about this phone. With that being said, I want to run down the specs of this phone. So this is the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and this has got a 6.7 inch display. It's got the Apple Super Retina XDR OLED display, and this is a big phone. This is not a small or a handy phone in any which case, but yeah. So this has got a 6 GB of RAM. It's a very, I mean, if you compare it to the other flagships, the RAM looks small, but paired with the Apple's A14 Bionic chip, it gets the job done. It never hangs, or it never has any issues processing any applications at any given point of time. So that's with the RAM, and this is a 256 GB model. There is a 512 GB model also, but I think 256 GB gets the job done for majority of us. So that is what my friend got. Other than that, it's got a 3600 mAh battery. Yeah, it's a small one compared to others, but it is what it is. And what else? Yeah, so the main thing, the cameras. You people would have seen people taking selfies like this, showing off their cameras. So yeah, this is those cameras, all 3 of it in its glory. So these 3 are all 12 megapixel sensors. So it's not something really fancy like 108 megapixel, 50 megapixel, or 40 megapixel. All 3 are 12. One is wide, one is ultra wide, and one is a telephoto. And it's also got a LiDAR scanner. You can use it for measuring things, or some kind of AI function that you can use for virtually checking few things. And the other one is a flash here. So that's with the camera array here, and the front, it's also got a 12 megapixel shooter. So all 4 cameras in this phone are all 12 megapixel. Camera can shoot video format of 4K, and if you ask me, 4K is all you need. So if you've seen my Samsung review, my phone can do 8K recording, but this cannot. But it's not like a downside, because 4K is all you need, man. I mean, even the displays, majority of the displays out there, and even what you need for editing, everything fits in 4K. So this can shoot 4K comfortably with, and according to me, this is one of the best video cameras out there. So yeah, with that being said, let's move to the next segment, which is 5 things I like about this phone. So the first thing I like about this phone is the build quality. They've used all amazing, or they've used all high quality material to make this phone. This has got a stainless steel side. It's not aluminum like the other phones would use. You have a ceramic coated glass front and back, so it's a glass sandwich design. And if you hold the phone, you would know it's premium, man. I mean, no one would ever have questions about Apple's build quality, at least. So that's the first thing I personally like about this phone. And also the design. So when I say design, right, so this flat, the sides being flat, right. So the older iPhones, I think from 6, so the 5 was in a similar design, and after 5, the 6, 7, 8, 10 and 11, right, all were having a curved side, and I was not a big fan of it. I mean, when it comes to iPhone, but this one is flat, and when you hold it, you know, the design, I mean, whatever is gone into the making of this phone is worth the money that you pay. So the second thing I like about this phone are the cameras. Come on, guys, I mean, don't lie. People who buy this phone mainly buy it to take selfies like this. So even me, I feel this is one of the good things about this phone. So all 3 cameras are really good. It can shoot amazing videos. Video wise, this is one of the best phones that you can invest on. Even the selfie videos are really good. The photos are I think the photos are really natural. It's not got any kind of mixing that it does, or the software doesn't tweak it any which ways like my Samsung. So that way the camera is also really good, and it doesn't click bad photos is what I mean. So whenever you click, if you take 1 or 2 pictures, you would be fine with it. You don't need to take 5 or 6 different pictures. So camera wise, this phone is really good. Coming to the third thing I like about this phone is the iOS, the OS, that operating system that is used here, the software. So again, I'm an Android user from 8 to 10 years, and this is the first time I'm using iOS for like 1 or 2 weeks. It's impressive in a way where it is very simple to use. I mean, personally I would like Android all the time, but when it comes to using it, right, the simplicity or wherever whatever is, and it doesn't have too much of gimmicks or anything. I mean, Android has a lot of gimmicks where you have extra apps, extra things, bloatware and all of that. This doesn't have any of it. The OS is very smooth. It's very straightforward and simple. So that's one thing I liked about this phone. Fourth thing I like about this phone is the apps or the applications and how seamlessly they work. I mean, being a Samsung or an Android user, I don't have to highlight these things, right? So the apps that are made for Android are for all the phones, like the entire range of smartphones, starting from 5,000 rupees to say 1.5 lakh of Android, 1.5 lakh worth of Android phone. But that's why you see different apps having different kinds of issues, because it's not made for one particular device, because there are thousands of Android phones that has to use one particular app. But when it comes to iOS or Apple, right, the app is made for that particular phone or the OS, and that's it. You don't have multiple phones or multiple devices that gonna use the platform. So I mean, taking Instagram as an example, so I use Instagram on my Samsung. When I take photos and post it, it's not of a good quality. I think you people would have seen that, experienced that on Android devices. But when it comes to iPhone, right, the photos, the way the app clicks the photos and uploads it, it's got the best clarity, man. People, when I post videos or videos or photos from iPhone, right, people ask me like, was it taken in a Samsung or an Apple? So that's the difference that you can make out, because the apps are really customized or made for this device. So that's one thing that I envy Android not having. But yeah, that's the fourth best thing I like about this phone. Coming to the fifth point I like about this phone is the attention that you get. I mean, I shouldn't lie, when you hold an iPhone, the way people look at you is completely different. I'm not telling people are judgmental, but it is what it is, right? So they know that it's expensive, they know that it's premium, and when you hold it, people take a second look at you. So that's the one thing I like about it, because also, right, you can take mirror selfies, post it on Instagram, and people give you that attention because you're an Apple user. So, and personally, when I was using this phone, when I've gone out to the mall or somewhere, people have given me that second look that, oh, that's the 12 Pro Max, dude. They give that second look. So that's the fifth best thing I like about the phone. And so yeah, so let's get to the next segment, which is 5 things that I don't like about this phone. Again, it was very difficult to put down these 5 points, because I had more than 5. I had 15-20 points because I hate Apple. I had more than 5 points, but I had to put 5. Those were personal to me, like I personally felt while using this device. So the first thing I hate about this phone is the 60 Hz display, man. I'm using a 120 Hz display, and Android phones at 10,000 rupees have 90 Hz display. Some phones have 120 Hz, or some phones and Android even have 144 Hz display, and this is a very primitive 60 Hz display, man. So 60 Hz is a display that is very primitive. I mean, if you're used to using a high refresh rate phone, this display feels very I don't know if, I mean, you guys should be using 2 devices to know the difference. But yeah, it's something is what I expect from a device that is this expensive. You need to have a high refresh rate display. The second thing I don't like about this phone is the battery. So like I said, it's got a 3600 mAh battery. It's nowhere sufficient is what I tell. I mean, I've seen battery comparisons or battery tests where they have said or they have proved that it's good enough, but again, if you're a power user like me, right, so my Samsung device has got a 5000 mAh battery. 5000 mAh battery. This is 3600 mAh battery. So comparing those two, right, my Samsung goes through a lot of usage and it stays at least for a day, but this phone with videos, photos, a few different usage, a few different things that I used it for, ran out 50% in like not even 4 hours. So that's not a good battery. I feel it should have somewhere between 4 or 4500 would be ideal. I mean, I know there is another model coming up very soon and they might address it, but as of now at least the battery is not sufficient. It's an all day battery, but again, if you're a power user like me, you would feel that you need a charger or something. And again, coming to the other part of the charging, right, the battery and charging, it doesn't come with a charger. Like I said, again, it's not like you can use a very powerful charger. Apple only makes a 20-watt charging brick for this phone. So if you're buying the brick from Apple, you would get it only 20 watt. Again, that's a downside because I can name Android phones that come with a 50-watt charger in the box that cost 15,000. Again, I'm not complaining that they don't give a charger, but at least they could have made something like a 40 or a 50-watt charger that could charge up this phone quickly. So that's the second thing, the battery and the charging. And coming to the third point that I don't like about this device personally is the notch. Yeah, so the notch, right? So we are living in 2021, and at least at this generation I would feel you need to eliminate this notch, man. Imagine a phone without this notch, and it's a dream. I love phones without any kind of notch or punch hole. So this is a very big notch and it really disturbs me. And a few of my friends who used Apple from a long time have started ignoring that. Like it doesn't feel like it's there for them, but at least for me, right, using it for 1 or 2 weeks, whenever I open the phone, that's the first thing I see, and it annoys me sometimes. So that's the third thing I don't like. So the fourth thing I don't like about this phone is the ecosystem, the Apple's famous ecosystem. So what do I mean by ecosystem? Guys, you can't connect this, you can't use it like how you use your Android device. You can't connect it to your laptop directly, transfer everything, take whatever you want, put back whatever you want. No, you can't do that here. So the ecosystem doesn't let you. So if you want songs, it has to be through an app called iTunes. If you want to transfer files, it's big of a hassle. I mean, why am I complaining about this? Because my other Android device, right, my main device has a pen drive slot. It has a Type-C slot. I shoot all my videos, I take it in a pen drive, shove it in, edit. But that kind of usage cannot be done on the iPhone, because maybe if you have a MacBook, it's easier to transfer things here and there because it's in the ecosystem again. So if that ecosystem is what doesn't let me get into Apple that much. That's why I hate Apple in a way where the flexibility that Android gives you, right, it's not there in Apple. So it's like you pay a lot of money and then you still have to keep spending a lot of money to use your device 100%. So that's the fourth thing I don't like about Apple. And the fifth thing I don't like about is the price. Again, like in all my tech videos, I always complain about prices, but here, yeah, where do I start? I am not gonna reveal how much my friend paid for this. I don't know, but yeah, if you check it online, you would get to know how much 256 GB model would cost currently. So my fifth point is not expensive. It's very, very, very expensive, man. Compared to a flagship Samsung phone, you can buy a Samsung flagship and another Poco flagship and still have some money left instead of buying this phone. So that's the simplest way I can put it. So that's one thing I have as a complaint, because I mean, with the 60Hz display and with the kind of flaws that this phone has, right, it should have been priced even lesser. Again, if you buy it in the US, it's again cheaper, but again, yeah, taxes and everything. But price is something I really don't like. So with that being said, we are at the end of the video. I hope you guys like the video and like the points that I made about this phone. And again, if you're wondering why there is no Apple logo, it's not a fake phone. This has got a screen protector on the back and the side because very expensive, so my friend has put a screen guard so the Apple logo is hidden. But yeah, since we use a case, so it won't be a hassle. That's the end of the video. I hope you guys liked the review, and if you guys liked it, you know what to do. Give it a like, share it with your friends, and please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And thanks for supporting. Bye.